We've put you back in, Dr. Larry Lessard. Welcome back.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Larry, you're on this morning because you've completed your 403-day journey around the world of 20,000 kilometers. I know you joined us once during your journey. I guess the first question is, even at the end of it all, why, Larry? Why did you do it? Why did you go around the world on your bike?
Well, I mean, if you see the totality of all the adventures I've been through, I think everyone should want to do this kind of trip. So the question is, why not, perhaps?
Okay. So I like how you throw that back. I'll tell you the why not, because it's really hard and I have other things to do, right? You know, like it doesn't seem like an easy thing to do. So tell me about the journey, Larry. Tell me about now arriving back home, your thoughts.
Well, the journey was great. I not only for adventure, but professionally too. I visited 28 universities. I gave talks in embassies and different places, and I learned a lot about recycling, which is part of my research. Mm-hmm. And it was, yes, very great to be back home. I mean, the first thing I did was I had a poutine Mexican, and I went to St. Viateur Bagel and just got right back into life in Montreal.
That's amazing. We're with Dr. Larry Lessard. He's cycled around the world. He is back in Montreal. So, Larry, tell me about the recycling aspect of this, right? To save the planet through recycling and doing some research there. What do we need to know? Because I know, and I'll consider myself among those people. Sometimes when I'm doing my recycling in this city, I say, and what am I doing? Does it really matter? Especially when you hear the stories about the stuff we put in recycling not actually getting recycled. Tell us a little bit more on that.
Yes, this is true. We sometimes just put things in a blue bin and don't worry about what happens to it after. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it actually ends up in a third world country when they have too much of the plastic or whatever. So, recycling is a big problem. And it's not just us, it's where it ends up. And so I've seen in third world countries too, where or less developed countries, where there's just a lot of garbage there. And I would say it's partially or even mostly caused by us, because they're producing products so that we can have cheap products, and so we're causing the garbage problem in those countries. So that's one thing I've learned, is that everything in the world is kind of connected, and we can't just isolate ourselves and say that we recycle. We have to have a kind of global solution to this problem.
Larry, what are the lessons or the solutions that Montreal can learn from the information you gathered on your cycling tour?
I think every little bit can count. I mean, do you really need a straw when you have a coffee or something? Do you need all this plastic? Maybe people should be bringing their own mugs to Tim Hortons instead of creating more garbage every time they go. So we can eat less meat, we can drive less, we can cycle. So that's what I've done. I've cycled around the world, so it was kind of a low emissions journey. So if people kind of change their attitudes, I think it would go a long way.
And you're not done, right? There's more cycling ahead. What's next?
Well, I have to. I've been filming along the way, so in the next year, I would say I'm putting together a documentary film about my journey. So that should come out, I would say, in about a year. And I think I'm going to try this journey again, and maybe do a north-south journey instead of an east-west, and try to maybe go from Alaska to the tip of South America. So, further bicycle journeys are in my future.
Larry, through all the countries you went to, is there one that particularly impressed you, whether it's about how they get their citizens to recycle, with how they view waste? Tell me a little bit more on that.
I've seen a lot of people in all countries. They all seem to care, at least to some extent, and trying to do their part. So even in the less developed countries, people do care. and but it's hard for a simple citizen to do things on their own. It's great when you're in a really organized country like Denmark, where you don't see any garbage anywhere, and they have it well organized and lots of wind energy and solar. But not all countries can afford to be that way. So I've seen a variety from countries like Denmark, Germany, Sweden, which are very organized, and other places where it's much more chaotic. So it was good for me to get this perspective, not just from the rich countries, but from all the way down to very simple places.
Larry, you're 63, right?
I'm 63 now, yes. I started this journey when I was 62.
All right.
But you can't help having a birthday in the course of 1 year.
Of course. And are you an Adonis now? I mean, were you an Adonis before? Are you just a prime physical specimen after this bike trip?
I'm in pretty good shape now. I'm 63, but I kind of feel like I'm 30 again. So I thought I was in good shape before I left, but the first few weeks were really tough, and I thought, I can't do this. But then gradually my body adapted, and then I was never tired ever again, even when I had to face bad roads and mountains and all kinds of things along the way.
Well, Larry, I got to say, it's an impressive journey, and it's great to hear that you have no intention on stopping on those journeys. Thanks so much for your time this morning.
All right. Thank you.
That's Dr. Larry Lessard, who cycled around the world.